They did away with it because we had such a bad hatch. And I honestly,
There's more fucking turkeys out there this
I know, I
year
was
than I've
just
seen
going
in
to
a
say,
long time.
I think it helped a lot.
So was that in the entire state of Kansas, or was that just in
Yes.
each county?
No,
I feel like that.
Entire
I
state.
feel like that should be a section thing.
no, I think it was, honestly, and
No,
you're
I'm
nev-
just saying, like, if they do do away with the fall season for next year or whatever, like, I feel like that should be a section thing because, like, I know around here
struggle to talk about shit when the camera's on.
the camera's been
we
on
just had a fucking
Oh, the
great
camera's.
time.
and shit. I was just wanting to be fucking the hardest motherfucker, and I wasn't.
Lollipop?
Hey, you hit the paper both times.
An hour before that, and he and the guy that I work with had already changed. He was in a fucking like jogger suit. You think we're great?
I mean, I think I'm great.
We're always
I don't know
great.
if you're
Yeah.
great, but I'm great.
I'm sure we're all
we're great.
recording.
If I was any better, I'd have to be a fucking twin.
Yes, we are. Tom, we are.
The world does not want that.
No, they pray for that shit to not happen.
All right, there you go.
Oh,
And we're back
We are.
with
in the new studio
the new shit.
with all the new things.
Tom's
And-
got a fancy chair.
And
Yeah.
I and
I
Tom-
have my throne. I'm
Tom
not
has a
sitting on
throne.
the stool of shame no more.
and I got to be totally honest. I'm just going to because I need to. Good job, dude. Like I know you
I
were
clicked the
stressing. Yeah, I know you were stressing.
It took 3 hours to find that button.
It-
though.
It did.
yeah, it did.
Hey,
It
that's
fucking
all
did.
right. You found it sooner than a lot of guys find the button.
Yeah.
Sometimes they
I'm
search
still waiting
for the
For the
button.
that
change.
button.
Look for
Yeah.
the change.
Yeah.
I'm still looking for the Twitch, and there's no Twitch yet. So
Well, I've always found out if you use the two in the middle. Wait a minute. What button are we talking about?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. You
Talking
can
about the
straddle
button on
The one
you
that
can-
makes the
talking about
sound
button on
right.
the
you can
soundboard.
straddle the button and
The
it
one-
makes the sound
There you-
right.
Yeah, there you go.
The yeah.
It goes from ha ha ha.
Oh, daddy, yeah. Oh, I've heard that. Popping the cork.
Okay. Any fucking who.
Yeah.
We took a little break because Goucher had to run off last weekend.
He did.
Well, I had to go shed hunting. I couldn't help it.
Yeah, Tom and I didn't know what to do with ourselves.
When you get a
We
free
didn't.
ride to
We
go
were
to
fucking
Nebraska
bored.
and walk 10,000 acres of
I was back. I was cleared from my procedure.
yeah, but
I
you
was
was still,
ready to go.
you was still a little sore.
And then
I
he
mean,
tried
I
to
was a little
fucking pawn off the fucking if you guys want to go get shit set up while I'm gone, and I'm like,
Shit.
no.
The only thing I was doing was gonna crank one out on his pillow.
And then you waited. Then you waited till I got back, and you're like, "We'll just let him sit it all." up."
Exactly. You know
Because
what you're
I
doing.
feel like you'd be like a woman if we didn't do it quite right. You wouldn't be.
Yeah, I mean, there really was no rhyme or reason to it. I just started throwing shit on the wall. I think it turned out
like a
all right.
monkey at the zoo.
Oh wait. We don't have our hat turned on.
Wait. He needs
Is
to
it
be
even
talking.
charged?
Oh yes, dude. I make sure I
Oh,
charge it.
hell.
It says shooting the shit, just because it's supposed to. What's that up there? Now maybe you can see it on camera. I don't know.
So
You can see it doing something.
Okay. Did you? We haven't talked about this. I don't think on here since it happened. What did you have done?
A ablation. However they fuck, I don't know the technical name for it, but they went in through my groin and went up into the upper left ventricle of my heart, isolated the problem area, and shocked the fuck out of it at 320 joules,
Ooh.
and then got that one to die basically, so it quit misfiring, and then into the lower right ventricle. I think I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
And they hit that one with 360
Oh. Fuck.
and made it stop its bullshit and reset my heart, everything real good. And
And then did they refire those back up?
no, they're done. They'll never fire again.
Really?
Well, the ventricle itself works. It's the vessels coming into it that were misfiring.
So they just turned them
So
off.
They just turned them off.
So they did like the typical Chevrolet shut down 2 cylinders.
Exactly.
And
My,
they just never came back on. So
the active fuel management just took
So
it
you
out.
got a V6 instead of a V8 now.
Pretty much.
Okay. All right. Well, but you're getting more
If-
more
if-
Yeah, I'm
if
horsepower.
you see me over here fucking doing some like twists and turns,
tweaking
Yeah.
on the knobs,
just
and
kind
stuff,
of fucking playing with it.
No,
and hitting the buttons.
But
they shut down that part. I should be, which I go back, I think the 27th just for another checkup. Probably another EKG, see the doctor again. But I ought to be somewhere to the. I went from like 45% of my heart working, ought to be back around the 70 to 80% working
Nice.
now. So
Nice.
Those are
How is
rookie
it? How
numbers.
is it to pee with somebody holding your hand?
it is freaking awkward, but I think I discovered a new kink now.
Yeah.
Thank God for that nurse.
Yeah.
How you doing?
He
Hope
had
you see
an
this.
external catheter that's hooked up to a vacuum.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, and they load you full of Lasik after this. They don't want any fluid going in more than yeah. So as she's holding where they pulled this the needle out of my artery in my wrist, they have to hold it for 10 minutes. And I'm sitting there and I'm having to look at this woman. Well, you realize they pumped me full of Lasik. Yep. You realize I'm gonna have to pee while you're holding my wrist. She just laughed. She goes, "You're not the first one that's done it. Not gonna be the last." Well, you're my first, so I'm having to look away into the corner as trying to pee, and this vacuum kicks on. This sounds like the world's biggest shop vac pulling everything away, and my wife's giggling in the corner, and I'm just like, "Ugh."
Mm.
Dude,
But
so
I've discovered it might be a new kink. I don't know.
I had never heard of an external catheter until him. And then the next night, I'm scrolling through TikTok. And this gal, all you can see is her feet. She's laying in bed and she goes, "Okay, so me and the girls are here in my hospital room and they put an external catheter on me." She said, "Or as we've all come to know it as the cooter canoe." She goes, "And as long as I lay with my legs spread, it's fine." She goes, "But as soon as I pull them together, this summit started whistling because of the vacuum and it's going weep, weep, weep." And she's doing it purposely. I died. Like physically died laying there in bed, cracking the fuck up off her cooter canoe.
Yeah.
So I guess that's a common thing. I'd never heard of an external catheter.
I
until you.
had never heard of one either.
I don't think I've ever had
it's-
one.
You don't want it.
No.
Can we
You
can we
don't
talk
want it.
about what you sent me before you had the procedure?
Was it your balls? What? Is
No.
what that was?
No, I was trying to decide whether or not it classified as having a threesome while your wife's in the corner, while the
Oh,
nurse
yeah.
is holding you and shaving you.
Oh yeah.
I've
yeah, I
got some
remember that.
yeses, I've got some nos. I'm calling it a yes.
I'll allow it. I think it classifies.
Yeah, for sure. For
There was definitely two girls in the room, and they both were focused on your junk.
They was. I had more people staring at my goods than I have had in the last 18 years. So awkward situation.
I'd have fucking
Wasn't bad.
Fucking flaunted
Start
it.
helicoptering it.
Yeah. Just letting her rip, tater chip.
It was different. It looked like I got kicked in the crotch by a buffalo by the time I was done.
Hmm.
I was black and blue all over
Oh,
my
yeah.
legs.
Shit.
It was terrible.
But
I'm still alive. We're good.
Yeah.
that's. I mean, it's fine. It's acceptable.
It's acceptable.
The microphone would still be there if you were.
But
In
you'd miss
memory
me.
of.
Yeah, in memory of Tom, and then every like so often I'd hit a button and go. Just, you know.
Or just reach over and smack it where
Yeah.
you could be like, "Tom, quit hitting the
Yeah,
microphone."
God damn it, Tom. Have a string tied to it, so I just tink,
You wouldn't have to do that because I'd haunt the hell out of both of you.
probably. Raging diarrhea for the next fucking 35 years.
Oh,
Along with some ED involved.
wait, I've had that. for a
Hashtag Blue Chew.
while.
Ooh.
Ooh, this episode's brought to you today by Blue Chew. Does your friend haunt you? Does your penis stay limp? We can fix it.
Right?
No, my heart works now. It don't.
Right?
Oh, everything's working again. Good.
Perfect.
All right.
Hell yeah. So I was watching a TikTok video like 2 days, Friday on the way home from work. And it was this lady interviewing this guy. I don't know who the fuck he was. I'm assuming he's on some staff with Trump or whatever.
Right.
You know how everyone's complaining about how the prices of shit's going up. Like they said, the price of lumber is the highest it's ever been, yada, yada, stuff like that. And because all these tariffs and shit, the tariff fucking wars.
Right.
And then he's like, but do you know what all this is doing? And she's like, no. She's like, everyone's complaining about taxes are going to be higher, yada, 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 middle class this. And he goes, he's like, everybody's wrong.
It's making the other countries pay their
He
part.
said, no. He said, Trump said, and this is what he said in a brief meeting, he said, my goal is by the end of all of this, if you make less than $150,000 a year, you don't pay taxes.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh,
Well,
that'd
you
be
don't pay.
nice.
You don't pay federal tax.
Yeah.
You don't pay tax on overtime.
Yeah.
Or tax on
So
tips.
basically, you're going to be making the money you're supposed to make.
Yeah, he's helping out the middle class.
And everyone was like, but that's not what he's doing. And I'm like, no, he really is. He's actually doing, but like, so he's actually doing what he says he's doing. It's just you have to fuck over everybody else, which is fine. We've been fucked over for too long.
Oh
But
yeah.
My whole
it's
life.
like everyone was pissed about it. And I'm like, because I was reading the comments and Jesus Christ, the fucking Biden supporters and all them coming out saying, our taxes have never been this higher. And I'm like, mine didn't change.
No.
I mean, like, I don't know what you're talking about. But it's like, yeah, is everything. And it's hilarious because, like, they brought up the whole lumber shit from Canada and the electricity stuff. The funny thing is when all that stuff was going on, no one read the details that the energy companies down here said the price won't change.
No.
The price will not change because they know the plan. Trump is like, I'm going to fucking rub my balls all over their forehead and they're going to back down. And what happened? 2 days later, that fucking Newton guy was like,
Newsom,
yeah, we're going to the United States. We're flying down to talk with Trump and all the la la la. And I'm like, yeah, that took 48 hours.
Oh,
and you
Trudeau?
shit talking. Yeah.
Yeah.
He literally was like, it took 48 hours. And we came to an agreement and now we're flying to the United States. And I'm like, wow. You wanted to be a Barney badass for 48 hours, and Trump's like, watch this, motherfucker.
Okay, so we hadn't talked about this on here either, but did you happen to watch all those videos I sent you where
I don't know. It just depends if you're shitting in the morning or in the afternoon.
the Ukraine president come over?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Everyone was talking shit on Trump about how that's how you dress and this and that.
Well, and it was a couple of them. They said
like that, I
he-
didn't understand.
They were bitching about JD Vance saying, you haven't said thank you one fucking time.
yeah.
And then the rebuttal to that, everybody's like, oh, he said thank you multiple times. Okay, maybe in other instances, but not one fucking time when he was in the White House. So he showed up in a tracksuit to begin with to meet with the president and vice president. Then,
But he's a war hero.
Yeah,
They'll
yeah.
tell you that he's a war hero, so he
And
can
then-
dress however the fuck he wants.
and then all he could do was talk about all this shit that he needed.
Yeah.
And it's like, hold up. What about all the shit we've already give you? And I can't remember the exact number. So
I made
don't
bullets for you.
don't troll on me if I get this wrong. But I want to say it was like 60 some million dollars. They didn't even know where it was at.
Yeah.
We clearly showed that they'd received it. His records clearly showed they didn't know where that 60 million part of it was. I'm like, if we're giving you so much money that you can just accidentally misplace 60 million fucking dollars, there's a problem.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I seen, what was it? Vladimir Putin and them that Trump reached out. This was like 2 days ago, the other day. Trump reached out and said, hey, let's just go ahead and come all talk about this, yada, yada, yada. Let's stop pushing on this Ukraine area, yada, yada, yada. And then I guess they had a bunch of troops like pinned down and shit for so long. He was like, just back off. And Vladimir Putin said that he was like, yeah, I will. He's like, but they have to surrender first. It's just a whose dick's bigger battle.
It
Oh,
is.
it's- yeah,
And
that's all
everyone
it
knows
is.
it's fucking Russia, but it's like, everyone knows who allies are allies. And it's like, but at the same fucking time, like, they keep pulling from both sides of us. And it's like, eventually you're just going to piss us off and we're just going to come blow it all up.
Yeah.
Like we did in Iraq. Like you pissed us off. We wiped out Iraq.
We're gonna come put our dick on.
We
you
wiped
right
out fucking Japan. I mean, like you can only poke the bear so many fucking times.
We'll get mad. We'll go in. We'll prove we got the bigger dick in the fight. And then guess what? We're going to pay all the money to rebuild all your shit.
Oh yeah,
So, I mean, that.
which I don't think Trump would.
Did you happen to see?
Fuck.
Not to get
hold
off
on,
the subject.
Hold
but-
on. To the guy that commented on the last video and said something about, oh, this is a fucking political podcast. No, you just got to talk about fucking hot topics, my guy.
Yeah, it's not political at all. But did you see where they killed the leader of ISIS?
Again,
Yeah, yesterday. No, like yesterday they had
Mandela effect. That fucker never did die the first
right?
right?
My son was showing me a post on it. I was like, really? So I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, thank God. I mean, they need to.
I mean, yeah, I'm glad he's dead, but at the same time, like they're just gonna get another one.
there's
Yeah.
I mean, that's just like the whole
It's like a
Iraq thing when we
Pez
went and
dispenser
killed
back
that
50
one.
in
one.
line waiting to take on his
It's
spot.
the piss spin. Just flip up. Oh, look, there's your next.
No one.
Yeah,
Bobbity, bobbity, bobbity. Get up here and tell us what to do again.
We killed Allah Abdallah. Here comes Allah up 50 cent.
yeah. No, the reason why I brought up the whole fucking comment thing is I believe like I'll pull it up on my phone. It was I don't think it was the last video. I think it was a short, but he brought up, oh, this is a political podcast now. Probably means he fucking unsubscribed to the channel.
I don't care.
Which is fucking fine.
Speaking of that kind of shit though, so and keyboard warriors in general. So I have a friend who is I don't know how I don't want to put her on blast, but she's a friend of mine from high school's stepmom. And we've been friends a long time. Like if I go live on TikTok, she'll get on there and she's all the time commenting. She's a super nice lady. But I think she's super far left.
Oh no, he said, "What is this? 3 dumb guys in a podcast?"
Yeah, I say no.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
him.
Like because we were talking about the whole Elon Musk tweet fucking
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
Like who gives a shit, bro? Like,
But
God, I wanna
she started sending me these TikToks.
I can have your account shut down. I know how to do that.
And they're all like
Take our
sleepy.
ball and go home.
They're all like Sleepy Joe supporter podcasts,
Yeah.
TikToks. And I'm like, okay, I just didn't pay much attention to it. Sent me another one. And it's all bashing Trump and JD Vance and this and that. And I'm like, you know what? The way I look at it and the way you look at it make it be completely different, but I don't want to fucking talk about it.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it with somebody that clearly does not want to see both sides, because I try to see both sides. And so finally this one come up, and what made me think about it was when you talked about it. It was a guy, it was a TikTok video, and the guy was talking about the whole, if you make under $150,000 a year,
Yeah.
that you're not going to pay federal taxes anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's fucking great. That would help out a little guy like me
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like
hugely.
a fuck ton.
Huge.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah. And
If
so
I showed you my if I showed you my fucking paycheck stuff, they take out just as much as I get paid.
yeah, so I'm listening to this and I'm like, I know just the person to send this to. So I sent it to her. Mind you, I've tried to just forget about her sending me these videos, all bashing everybody, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna get into a keyboard warrior fucking rant back and forth with you. I did. I fucked up. I sent her that. Over the course of the next 4 hours, she sent me 31 fucking videos
Jesus.
in 4 hours. Like yesterday, I'm on my way to Joplin and my phone sounded like a fucking alarm clock. And it's like, bing.
Mine does too
Bing.
whenever Goucher's pooping at work or something.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
is this, surely this is not her. And I open my phone up as I'm driving, and the person
'Cause
that's
that's
with me,
safe.
well, no,
Yeah,
the
we-
person that's with me goes, who's blowing you up? And I'm like, oh, dear God. And so I showed her, I was like, it's one of my buddies' stepmom. I was like, and I explained the whole situation to her, and she's like, are they bad? So we opened it up, and she's looking through them, and I'm listening to them as I'm driving. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, they're so bent and so pissed off that Trump won. And there's no way they can say he didn't win legally this time. Like it was a fucking landslide. They're so pissed off, they just want to argue with somebody.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, there's nothing to argue about. The ball dropped, it's over with. He won. You got 4 years to deal with it, because we had 4 years of dealing with fucking Sleepy Joe.
Right.
Okay, let's be honest. It's doing the same thing it did before, though, when he lost the last one. That's been everybody, myself included, bitched and griped. Oh, they cheated him. You know, it wasn't fair. He shouldn't have won. Joe shouldn't have won.
Right.
They're doing the same thing. It's going to happen every 4 years. We're going to have people flopping back and forth. It just seems a little more fucked up this time
Yeah.
for all the people that really supported Sleepy Joe and just
Yeah.
it's
Well, and the funny part is so many of the people that are supporting Trump now used to be Democrats.
Well, it's just they saw what fucking happened in 4 years.
They did.
oh yeah.
By the way, I think I fixed my microphone. I put this up to my face.
Yeah, you did.
I was talking into the top before.
No, that sounds
So I
that sounds
put it
way
up to my
better.
face. But yeah, like I think it's because they seen what the fuck happened, and they're like, this is not okay.
No.
Right.
I mean, like, yeah, it's just stupid as fuck. Hell yeah.
You okay there?
I changed my watch face because the other one's pissing me off.
Everybody, just in case you're wondering, Cody got a new watch.
I had to. Like, you get used to wearing them. Like, take your watch off for a fucking week.
I can't,
It drives you insane.
but I wear a real watch.
Well, yeah, but like when I'm at work and I'm in the lift and shit, my phone's either in my back pocket or I throw it in my fucking. I bought a pack out system, so it's in there sometimes. But like, it's just it's harder to get it out of my fucking deal. I can just see like, oh, she texted me and said she's going to do this. Okay, I know, and it's easier.
I get that. I just you have to take those off to charge them, don't you?
Yeah, but you don't have to charge it every like 4 or 5 days. And I just plugged in when I go to bed.
I haven't had this off in 2 years.
Yeah.
I would forget to put it back on.
But I'm just saying, like, I had a watch. It was my last watch. The band on it, it actually broke because what were we doing? We were moving something fucking heavy, and we went to like, we almost dropped it, and it caught my watch deal, and it broke the band.
right.
So it has these links in here like those do. It broke the link, and it actually kind of tore this a little bit. I feel like you have one of them hefty fuckers. It catches that sumbitch. It's gonna take your fucking hand down with it, and then
It's
you're
gonna
like,
take your arm
the
off.
next thing you know, your fucking wrist is hanging down here, and you're like, I broke it.
I mean, and
like,
I just
Yeah.
And that's a workman's comp claim, and you get paid the rest
Yeah,
of
the
your
fucking
life.
union doesn't do workman's comp any fucking thing. The union's the biggest mafia ran scam ever.
Well, when Cody don't show up next week, we'll know what happened.
yeah.
It's fine. I fucking survived St. Louis. I
All
can
you heard
survive
was,
anything.
"Hey, yo, Tony."
Yeah,
And
right,
Cody
fuck
didn't
'em.
exist anymore.
Right. But now, like the whole politics thing, like I don't know if that's the reason why the last video did what it did, but like people just we talk about it because
We can.
we
for
can.
one.
For one, it's a fucking podcast, and two, like I like hearing other people's sides of the story, but the only side of the stories you get is the fucking keyboard warriors who fucking
Oh.
get mad.
Oh,
Oh, they're
It's
pathetic.
hilarious.
Pathetic.
But when's turkey season?
Turkey season starts April 1st.
Did
April
they
1st?
let it go? I thought
Oh,
they,
yeah,
I
no,
thought
they
they
let it-
kicked it out again this year.
No, spring turkey always. They did away with fall turkey season last
Fall
year.
turkey season.
Okay.
Used to you get a fall turkey tag and you could shoot a turkey during deer season. They did away with it because we had such a bad hatch. And I
Dude,
honestly,
there's more fucking turkeys out there this
I know, I
year
was
than I've
just getting
seen
ready to
in a
say,
long time.
I think it helped a lot.
So was that in the entire state of Kansas, or
Yes.
was that just in
Yes.
each county?
no, there's,
Yeah.
I feel like
the entire
that's.
state.
I feel like that should be a section thing.
no, I think it was. Honestly, and
No,
you're
I'm
nev-
just saying, like, if they do away with the fall season for next year or whatever, like, I feel like that should be a section thing because, like, I know around here they're fucking everywhere.
I know, but honestly, they're really not. They're really sporadic. Like I used to have anywhere from 15 to 20 in a flock behind the house.
Yeah.
We got 6.
Oh, you quit poaching them all the
I
damn
don't,
time.
and that's just it. I don't even turkey hunt. I haven't killed a turkey in probably 6
I'd like to
years.
turkey hunt.
I love it. I mean, see that beard right there?
Oh, I was like, you want one? You
I
have
got-
your own.
No, I got them. But I've got tons of them and tons of spurs, and I love it. But it just doesn't scratch that itch for me like deer hunting. Like turkey season.
Why
is-
don't you try bow hunting turkey then?
Oh,
that-
that'd
now
be
that-
interesting.
That's fucking hard. And I do think if I do turkey hunt,
Do you know
this
people
year-
they bow hunt ducks and geese?
Oh yeah,
I've seen that shit.
Tim Wells.
As they're flying in, they fucking just thump, hit them with
look
a
up,
fucking arrow.
look up on sometime on YouTube. They call him the Slock Master. Tim Wells.
I've seen something like that on TikTok before.
That dude hunts everything with a bow.
Yeah.
Shot dove with a
Yeah.
bow, pheasant. Like
I mean,
cool.
I feel like you gotta be a good shot though to shoot a duck
Oh,
or like a
shit.
fucking.
I feel
d-
like
duck.
Well,
they
they
didn't
got was that head they're using like that damn bigger rounds
the-
rolls out to really hit
Oh
'em
no,
in
the guy I
neck.
was watching was using normal arrows.
yeah.
Oh
Tim
and, like-
Wells uses
like these
normal arrows,
fucking
but the one you're
ducks were
talking about, the
flying
Grim
in.
Reaper,
yeah.
cuts their fucking head off.
But
on
no, the guy I
turkeys.
watched, they were like flying in, and it was just a regular broadhead.
Yeah.
And they'd get in
Woo.
about fucking 20, 25 yards, just flapping and doing their moving shit, and he just thump.
Instinctive.
And I'm like, that's a hell of. I mean, because a
That'd be pretty fucking hard
a-
shot.
duck can fucking flip real quick and just move.
Sure. When
So
they're
it's like-
cupping,
And you're not gonna find that arrow you miss.
Yeah, they do.
No, it-
they shoot flu arrows. They've got these really big fletches on them, and they have 4 individual veins on the back. So, essentially, when the arrow runs out of speed, those fletches catch enough that it drops, sticking straight down.
Okay. No,
That's
if you
their-
shoot one like that, you ain't
Oh,
finding
you
that
shoot
arrow.
one like that, you ain't finding it.
Yeah, you're.
But if you watch those guys that are shooting birds with it, they're shooting flu arrows.
I got you.
They're easy to find,
I got you. But,
and they're specifically for that.
yeah.
Or for like the Byron Ferguson. He was a competition trick shooter. Shoots a longbow,
Mm-hmm.
and he'd shoot like all them foam. They look like a frisbee, but they're foam disc. Shoot them out of a clay pigeon thrower, and he'd shoot them with his bow and do all these trick shots. All of his arrows are flu arrows.
Really.
Yeah, super cool. That shit is fun to watch too.
I got rid of my turkey gun. I'm gonna have. Well, I've got other ones, but
A shotgun's a fucking turkey gun.
no, it's 22 mag. It's fine.
All right.
It's
Going to
done.
jail.
It's not supposed to turkey hunt.
Yeah.
That's the reach out and touch them gun.
I will tell you though, we have had this discussion, just you and I, talking about shotguns, and I know you're a big Benelli fan, right?
Yeah, I mean that's just the gun I've had the longest.
Dude, when we went up there shed hunting in Nebraska, Tyson had just got off of a big duck hunt up in Canada
Yeah,
and was
that's
was
on my fucking bucket list.
Oh my God! Did I show you those videos?
No,
Okay,
you didn't
I'll have to
us
show you.
shit.
I'll have to show. No, I mean I have to show you them on his Instagram.
Oh yeah,
I don't have them on my phone, but he was showing me. Jesus, they killed so many. They killed so many geese and ducks and specks, and
yeah,
he had a line of mallards that went completely out of the camera. It was probably 40 or 50 in.
yeah.
Jeez.
But what the reason I brought it up, he shoots a Beretta.
Oh, yep.
And we were talking about it, and I told him, I said, "Now is that just your duck gun?" He goes, "That's my everything gun." Dude, those Berettas are bad. I'd never shot one that I know of, a Beretta shotgun, until we were up there.
Yeah.
Gas gun,
I think it's just
that's
a
a mean bitch.
see. That's how the Brownings are too. They're gas.
Yes.
Because my stepdad has an is it A1
Auto
Mhm.
5.
and or A yeah
A5.
A5 and he had it for a long time and now he's got a different one, but it's a Browning also because it's got the gold trigger.
Yeah.
But I can also say I think the reason why I like Benelli so much, and I've only owned a Benelli pump. I've never owned anything else.
What do you have,
Benelli.
the Supernova? Or
Yeah, and it's just that gun I've shot since I was 19 years old, and I'm 34 now.
yeah, there's no doubt
So
in my
it's
mind, they're
like-
killer guns.
So it's like I'm comfortable with shooting it. Like I take it to the trap shoot every year. I
Right.
take it anywhere. I go fucking trap shooting. I shoot dove with it. I shoot whatever with it. But like I had the Stoker M3500. We've had the Stoker 3000. My dad, I believe, he has that Stoker 20 gauge. I don't know if you guys seen that one he was
Yeah.
shooting. That
Mhm.
weighs
That's the
fucking that
trap
you can
gun.
hold it with your fucking pinky.
That's like
it
my
weighs
Frenchie.
nothing.
My Frenchie's that way. It
Yeah.
weighs 2.5 pounds.
Yeah, and I would love to have one of them, but it's like I've bought other shotguns, and I
Yeah.
find myself getting rid of them because I only use my fucking Benelli because I'm comfortable shooting it.
And the only reason I
And-
brought it up is I've always, I mean, Beretta shotguns are fucking fancy
Oh yeah,
and nice.
but
And
I've seen what's that one? It's an automatic. For like, what was it like 3 or 4 years? They were just fucking trash. It was the same gun. It might have been the same one he had.
Charles Daly.
I don't remember, but it was a Beretta.
Oh, it was a Beretta.
Yeah, and it was like the same fucking gun they've made for years, but they changed something about it, and it was like 3 to 4 years. They were just fucking. Everyone hated it.
Really?
They were buying them, and they were instantly fucking selling them, getting rid of them, going to something else. And then I guess they changed it and came back to like their original fucking deal, and they've been good ever since.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. This one, I could totally, I don't know why I've looked over them that long.
Yeah.
I could totally see myself buying one of them.
I can also say the reason why I stuck with my pump for so long.
Yeah, I just
Is-
like pumps.
Well, no, is like so. You don't really need 3.5-inch shells,
Yes, you do.
but like if you're shooting like high up geese, like
Yes, you do.
it's got that extra oomph behind it to hit the geese, you know, because
Yeah.
it's a bigger target. A fucking duck, you need like 3 inches, plenty big enough for a duck. But like when I had when I had my Stoker, there'd be sometimes I'd fuck around and put like a 3-inch, 3/4 inch, 3-inch, and have like a 3/4 in the chamber.
2 3/4.
Like a lot of guns, if you have different sizes and you're shooting them back to back to back to back, they won't fucking cycle them.
Right.
They hit that 3.5-inch and they get jammed. And it's like the Stoker I had, if you only shot 3.5s, like you had 4 3.5s, it would chamber all fucking 4 of them. But you threw a 3-inch in there, like it chamber, stop. Then you have to fucking slide it open and pull it out and then chamber
Really?
again. And it's like, I don't know if it's just, it's fucking weird. I mean, but I've never really had any issue with my pump. I can fucking put all 3 sizes in there and just fucking sit there and rack them the fuck out.
And
Yeah,
see, that's
fucking
why I have
rack
that
'em.
I got a Mossberg 835 Ultra Mag.
Yeah.
Love it. But when you said you don't necessarily need a 3-inch or 3.5-inch, bullshit.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, if you got a 22 250 and a 50 BMG, and you can kill what you're shooting with either one, you're gonna pick the 50.
yeah, but whenever you're
Why
cleaning
not?
fucking birds and you shoot
Eh.
a fucking duck with a 3.5-inch, you're bringing out a lot of BBs. You're popping out
Yeah,
a lot
but
of
you ain't,
BBs.
you ain't gonna miss him.
Oh no, but you're gonna blow off half his fucking breast with it too.
Yeah, you just
But so I mean, like if I'm just strictly goose hunting, it's just 3.5s.
yeah.
But if you know if it's just all birds, if it's ducks and geese, I'm just gonna rock 3-inch. I
Yeah.
mean because it is what it is. And then you throw in that random turkey load in somebody's gun, they fall asleep. You pull one shell out, slap a turkey load in there, and they fucking shoot
Break
that
their
bitch.
skull.
And
Kablooey.
they're like, God damn! I hit my mic, Tom.
Come on.
But
If you do that again, we're gonna have problems.
I don't believe it picks up that. Whatever.
I don't think it did either.
So,
I didn't hear it.
I
Like
didn't
you
hear it
heard it
either.
before.
But
I finally got the first ever 12 gauge I ever shot. I finally got it here the other day.
yeah,
That
you
was-
stole
I
it from
did.
your dad.
That was the
I
one
did.
you sent me
I
the
traded
picture,
that 22 mag for it.
picture of Everett Holden.
I fucked that kid over too. We got out there. He's gonna shoot that 243. We got him. I said, you need to shoot this 12 gauge. It was Pawpaw's. Y'all try it out. Okay. Pulled an old Winchester Model 25 pump. Got out there. Said, keep it tight. Keep it tight. I never told him what it was. Boom! Ah!
Did he drop it?
No, he didn't drop it. He
Good
held
boy.
on to it. He went around the side of the truck and said some choice words. The old man looked at me and goes, you know, that's kind of messed up. I said, the same
Every
shit you
fucking-
did to me.
Everybody's fucking done it to their kids. I mean,
Oh, yeah. So that's great.
my
I've
dad
been
always
waiting
told
for
me if you
that.
wanted to hunt with the big boys, you had to fucking be able to shoot you had to be able to shoot a 3.5-inch 12 gauge.
Ooh.
And so like it got to like I was like, okay, whatever, fuck it. And like he was like, not just pull the trigger one time. You gotta fucking cycle them. And we did. I remember the first time was it Jake? It was either Jake or Hunter. Jeff did it to him, and they pulled the first shot. Which only thing Jeff's ever owned is automatics.
Right.
Pulled the first shot, fell back, and then shot the fucking second one.
Oh,
And then Jeff's like, let go of the trigger. And luckily there was only 2 in there because it was back-to-back 3.5s. And they just went doof doof like
God.
this.
see, the
And-
very first time I shot a gas gun, I was probably 12, and we went down to Stuttgart, where my mom's from, and we're hunting Wabasiki Flats, and it's 12,000 acres of flooded timber. And I never quite understood why the guy, my dad and my uncles and all of them kept saying it all morning on the way out there. It's dark, and they're like, Michael, what do we not do? And I said, we don't shoot anything on the water. He goes, all right. Well, about 3 miles down the road, he's like, Michael, what do we not do? And I was like, we don't shoot anything on the water. He goes, okay. And I kept thinking, why do they keep saying that? Like, I get it. We're not shooting anything on the water. Well, we get out there and we load all of our shit into these fan boats, and they take us, dude, I'm telling you, 12,000 acres of flooded timber. You're driving through these, and they're gravel roads.
Oh, yeah.
But they're flooded and they're 4 foot deep. And they get us out there, drop us off, and they got these cool little platforms that are ratchet strapped to a tree.
You can you can put your gun shit on them.
Well, you set on 'em.
Yeah. Well, then they got those.
Yeah, and
I've
so
seen people mainly use those
for our dogs.
they use those hangable tree stands, the one you like climb them up with,
climbing,
and
yeah.
they'll put it like a foot above the water.
This was like
Yeah.
3 inches above the water. And
Yeah.
so I get out there and they get me up on my platform to sit down. And like I said, this is like 2 hours before sunup. And we had our old dog with us, and they put the dog on the other platform. So I'm sitting on this tree next to this dog, and I start hearing. I'm like, who the hell's doing a feeder call already? Like, the sun's not even up. Just kept rattling. I thought, what the hell? When the sun come up, I realized why they told me no more than 75 times, we don't shoot on the water.
Yeah, they're already on.
You don't need decoys.
No.
I had 1,500 birds swimming around me, greenheads everywhere. And I'm like, oh, I want to shoot it. We don't shoot birds on the water. Oh, I want to shoot it. We don't shoot birds on the
And then
water.
there's that random uncle who blasts the motherfucker
No.
right off the fucking water just to get him up, just to fucking.
First shots in the air, the rest of them kill them all.
Yeah. So the second time we went, I got a taste of why we don't shoot on the water. My cousin Michael runs
Because
a
it
big.
skips across the fucking water.
Well, my cousin Michael runs a big hunting lodge, and they
Mhm.
got like 15-bedroom hunting lodge, and they bring all these big high-profile clients down there, and he takes them duck hunting. Well, he took a group out, and they were out for like 2 hours, and
Someone got medevac.
my aunt, he did. My aunt got a call, and she's like, "All right, I'm on my way." And she comes running through the kitchen, and we're all like, "Where are you going?" She goes, "Got to go to the lodge. Michael's hurt." So we all jump in the truck and follow him out there. One of those super rich city guys that didn't know what the fuck he was doing lined up about 4 greenheads and shot him. And Michael was directly at the end of it. And he took like 60 pellets to the
Yeah.
back and rib cage.
I mean, I've been pelted like when you're pheasant hunting and shit. If you're standing there blocking, you know what I'm
Oh.
saying, and you
Oh,
get to
yeah.
the fucking end, you might as well lay down.
Danny
I
Taylor
mean,
got
yeah.
shot one time right in the face.
Fucking Dick Cheney shot a guy.
Dick Cheney killed a fucking
Yeah,
guy.
that was on accident.
Yeah, just like that fucking one guy that shot that lady on that movie set. Accident.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
but it's
Bal-
okay
How you
if they
doing
do
there,
it.
Alec Baldwin?
Alec Baldwin.
But
Yeah.
it's okay if they fucking shoot people. But
Yeah.
if I shoot somebody, it's
You're
a
going
fucking
to
felony.
jail.
Yeah, I don't have enough monies in the bank. Cost a bunch of money.
You got your money.
Gotcha, Manish. Can we talk about how much room there is in here for activities?
So much room.
Like my feet are not all balled up underneath me. I'm able to sit comfortably.
Oh,
Like this is great.
I'm just in my corner, so it's fine.
Yeah, but you got all kinds of room.
Oh, I got room. Yeah, I got room. I have a closet.
and you
right
and
here.
you got all your
I have roomage.
yeah. You're not like humping the deer head and
I know it.
sitting on a stool and
I mean, I could take a nap back here. Be
you start snoring, I'm
Yeah.
gonna flick you in the bean.
right. But
that's good.
Yeah,
Really
I,
good.
I dig it.
I can honestly say, shout out to Rockville. They got that shit here pretty quick. It came here in like 3 to 4 days.
Yeah, and it's pretty fucking cool equipment.
But like, you could send some fucking instructions.
That
That
one
would be great,
goddamn
like-
booklet.
Like,
I got a phone call. We're gonna have to hold off on that one.
it was not as hard, I think, as the other shit we had. Because I feel like with this one, I don't have to touch anything. Like the only thing that might happen is if our recording software updates and it does its weird shit, but it's just one device, not fucking 3, and trying to sync 3 devices together. It does everything fucking properly, but yeah, it's
Well, we can hear each other now. It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
weird
it's
and
super
between it.
weird.
I feel like Goucher's not yelling as much because he can hear how loud he actually is. I mean, like, which is a good thing.
I mean,
But
Well, I
if
mean-
I keep there's a light over here, and I have mine on and I have yours on the exact same.
right?
And your good thing this thing has a built-in fucking compressor because it picks you up a lot more than me. I've seen mine light up a couple times, but like when you talk, 90% of the time that light's on.
Yeah, because I
And
have
so
a
it's-
very projecting voice.
It's
and I don't
already on
need-
right now. It's compressing your sound because it's fine, but it is it's
Hello,
it's fucking
everybody.
fine.
Well, and
Yeah,
I
we
haven't,
did
I
some-
haven't. I don't feel like I've really gotten loud today.
No,
No, not yet.
it's just you have a
Keyword,
louder
yeah.
voice.
Yeah, he's
But-
like, give it a minute. But no, I will say, I think, and I'm not making excuses for myself because I do have a big ass freaking mouth. I know that. But I think before when we were recording, the reason I got so loud is I couldn't hear myself with them earbuds in.
Yeah.
With these headphones, there's no question if I'm talking into that mic or not because you can hear it.
Yeah.
So that helps a lot.
Hey, I was gonna ask you, Tom. Would you like a Vegas bomb?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, do we need to discuss how we were
We
supposed to
haven't-
have a couch here?
we
Uh,
haven't
yeah.
so
talked about.
when we redid the studio,
Two people didn't
No,
make
let's-
it to get a
Let's
couch.
clarify why this
the
happened.
night before,
It was after our last episode.
well, yeah, the last episode at the end of it, we talked about going to the bar.
And he got engaged right before that is where this
And
all
so-
started.
We were at Goucher's house before, and we talked about getting a couch because we were gonna sit on a big sectional and just be comfy. Yada yada yada. That still might happen.
I'm comfy.
But we went to the bar like we talked about, and
Did we- well, no.
Tom didn't go.
Yeah.
But me and Goucher went to the bar.
And I was
because-
not going to go. I come home and asked Dylan, I said, will you drive me to town and go hang out for a while? I said, because I'm not going to drive and drink.
Yeah.
I said, we're going to go drink a few beers for Cody and Ashley's engagement. And he's like, I don't want to go. I'm like, okay. And so I text you and I'm like, I think I'm just going to stay home. Instantly text me back, I'm on my way. I said, what? He goes, I'm coming to get you. You're going. I'm
I
like,
said I'll get you home,
I was like, okay.
and he said perfect.
I did.
So I turned around, come back and got him. We went to town, picked up my old lady, and we went to Sharky's first to eat.
Ashley, bless your heart.
because her and I hadn't ate yet. I think I ordered 2 orders of fucking cheese balls, and she got food. I didn't get food.
That's all me and you ate was
That's
cheese.
all we ate was cheese balls. And so we fucking
Jesus.
realized that Sharky's is more of a younger crowd.
Yeah.
And so we're like, fuck it, let's go to Hometown. It's the older crowd. They got pool tables and shit. So we'll go down there.
And the debacle commenced.
And then it went downhill quick because a
Oh.
whole bunch of people showed up. There, we all went outside on the patio or on the patio part outside, and we're sitting there fucking drinking and having fun. And I was like, you know what?
He
let's
wanted
fucking
to have
do s-
more fun.
I was like, I bought some shots. I bought like 4 or 5 that time. And then some shit unfolded. I got into an argument with a guy. We won't talk about that. And then fucking
I know. I mean, I like to hear about it.
Did you hear that story?
Yeah, I
I
did.
guess I was. I guess I was on that level.
He
and
was,
instigating.
he instigated.
I remember that
He
guy.
instigated
Yeah, me
most of
too.
it. But
And he was. I was on the right
Bitch,
level.
if you don't.
I would have won too.
and then next thing you know, the like 4 or 5 shots I bought 2 or 3 times turned into fucking. It was like 8 shots.
No, I
And-
beg to differ. We remember this completely different because every
No,
time
it was
that
8 shots a time.
no,
I
it was like 12 shots a time.
Oh well.
Every
anyway.
time that tray came to the table, I'm like, who the hell are all these for?
I'm
And you're
just
like,
saying,
well,
it started out good with the shots because Goucher had a speech for every shot. You know,
we did.
Jesus.
Oh, and
dude,
I
it got to like the fucking 5th or 6th one, and then Goucher ran out of them, and then like he just kept repeating them, and then this one girl showed up.
she had a good one.
She had a real good. I don't remember what the fuck it was. She had a real fucking good one, and Goucher goes, "Oh, I need that one." And then
And I can't remember it either. I was
think
so
we remember
drunk.
what it was.
It was good, Tom.
I
Like,
remember-
it was really good.
I guess I was told, and there was pictures taken. I guess by Jordan. I fell asleep with my head on the fucking table
And I
at the
fell,
bar,
I fell
and we
asleep on that
shut
bench,
the bar down. He fell asleep sitting up on a bench.
holding a solo cup, and I,
I
didn't even
got
know they had
fucking
I think it
carried
was
out to
water.
my car.
He puked on my arm.
I puked on Goucher's arm.
And I didn't find it till the next morning when it was all completely dried on my fucking flannel shirt. I put it on to go outside to smoke, and I'm like,
And
"What is
my
that?"
old lady brought
It
him
was
to
cheese balls.
my old lady brought him to the house, to his house. He got out because she came inside to get your son to help you inside. He got out, took 2 steps, fell face first in the fucking snow, and
And
that's
then
where they found him.
And they carried me inside.
And they carried his big ass in the house. And then
And we're still gonna say the dog peed on the floor.
apparently
Definitely not
his,
the dog.
his dog pissed on his floor.
She
We'll leave
did.
it there.
She did.
Yeah, not. The
I got
dog.
home, and then she took pictures of me fucking throwing up on a cardboard fucking box lid.
What was the
Yeah, I
deal?
got
Why were
that
you
one.
puking on a pizza box?
Because she didn't have a trash can. She had just got me into bed, and I told her I was going to throw up.
I
again.
never did ask you about
And
that.
she
I wondered.
fucking she ran in the front room and grabbed a pizza box and ripped the lid off.
And just threw
and
it under you.
and fucking held it like she like curved it up and held it underneath me to hold
He
it.
had a puke taco.
Mm.
Apparently,
puke
I
taco.
didn't even puke on the box. She ran and grabbed the trash can, then I threw up. But yeah, it was rough.
Moral of the story: is
Moral
if
of
you're
the
gonna
story
get
is-
drunk with Cody, carry a mini trash can.
Moral of the story is we didn't buy the couch.
No, we didn't. And I was glad that you said that guy was very understanding.
Yeah, he was understanding.
He's like, "Oh, been there, get
Yeah.
it, no big deal."
Like
Do we need to? Did you even get into what was spent at the bar?
$680. $600, and it's not even my highest bar tab. That was my sister's 21st birthday party, right before my uncle Jeff's funeral. The night before was her birthday, so we went to Sharky's, and me, Jake, my ex-wife, and Jake's wife Bailey were all severely hungover, sitting in the second row of a funeral, and I was sweating profusely, and I spent like $1,100 that night.
Oh my!
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I bought the
Jesus.
entire upstairs where her party was in Sharky's, the party room. I bought the entire fucking upstairs a bar or a shot twice. And there was like 40 or 50 fucking people up there.
Oh God!
Yeah, I don't know what happened either then. Still don't remember shit. But yeah.
Well, I've only drank, I think, a combination. That was what, 3 or 4 weeks ago when all this happened. I think I've had about 10 beers since then, and
Same.
it was 1 or 2 at a time. I just can't, I can't get on board. Like it, and that next day,
Well, you said that
bless
till
my 23-year-old son's heart. I made it from the bed to the shower to the couch, and I never moved off the couch until it was time to go to bed. And Dylan come downstairs and he says, "Dad, are you okay?" I said, "Buddy, I was totally dumb last night." He goes, "Well, it was kind of funny." I'm like, "Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it because I'm never doing that again." And he goes,
until
yeah.
Copenhagen Bandit next
he goes,
weekend,
"Yeah, I
we
don't
do
think
that."
that's. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, we're gonna do it.
Is that this coming weekend?
It's the 29th. So it's
Oh.
not this weekend, it's the weekend after.
Weekend.
Okay, so we
2
got 2
weeks.
weeks.
So you got 2 weeks to prep.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna get on that level
Oh, but
because
what if we go backstage with the bandit?
oh well, we don't have to. He'll come out front stage.
Okay, well
and
we're
hang out.
gonna go with him after after this concert to the bar.
We are.
Oh fuck yeah, we're gonna go party with the bandit for fucking sure.
If he will. I mean,
Have you seen Tom? He's a very convincing, sexy man.
he really is. He really is, and I think you're his type.
Yeah, so I mean,
Wow.
like, yeah,
Fuck.
we're getting him to the bar because he went to the bar last time.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did because people were taking fucking pictures of him.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I think so.
I think he went to Sharky's.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna make that happen then,
Mm-hmm.
because I already have his personal number. I just haven't texted him or done any of that because I didn't want to like fangirl it. But we're gonna get him on this podcast
Now, how do you know it's actually his personal number?
because he pulled his phone up and said, "Here, type this in." So I typed it in, and then I text him, "Hey, it's Goucher," and it bing on his phone, and he goes, "Okay, I got you."
As soon as he got home, he changed his number.
Yeah, probably not.
This is a fangirl.
But no, he told me he was all on board to zoom in and do the podcast before when it was just Cody and I. And the problem was with us being up in that cabin, we had zero internet.
Yeah.
And then he got that mobile hotspot and we tried it and it still was not.
It would work, but it would just be real bad.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
would've-
and like the thing is now that we have this thing, we can even do it on our phone.
Yeah.
And then you can sync it to your. I mean, you can sync your phone audio to that. Like, yeah, you're not gonna get like the video, but you can get audio. I
Right.
mean, it's audio, so
Right.
it's fine. But and now that we have it to where we can set up another fucking deal, hell, he could come out here.
And that's what I want.
mean-
That's what I want to happen.
Yeah.
I want to get it. I want to get it.
We'll,
lined
we'll have to
out.
give Thomas stool back, and then
Well, yeah, we can make room. We can make room
Yeah.
right here for the bandit.
He can sit on my
hell,
lap.
even by then we might have a fucking couch. I don't know.
True. I mean,
But,
if I find
You guys go to the bar again.
so that's the other thing I was going to talk to you about. I didn't bring it down here because I didn't know, but after Thursday, you and I both know everything's done with that side of the deal. We have that big brown couch up there.
Yeah.
We could bring down here.
Oh yeah, you could.
If we
You could put a
wanted to- if
couch
we
on
wanted
that
to do
wall and a
that.
chair, like that chair over here, or something like that. Yeah.
So I mean, we don't necessarily have to buy a sectional right now. If we decide we want to do
That
the
one was
couch
just
thing,
cheap.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's think about this. If we decided we wanted the sectional after you brought that, because we're gonna wrestle getting that fucking couch.
Talking to
in
the fucking
here.
microphone.
yes, for sure.
What?
I said,
Oh,
talk,
no.
I said talking to the microphone.
Oh, was I not picking
were
out?
talking over
Sorry.
You were looking at me,
I'm
but I think I could
sorry.
still hear you.
I'm gonna have to. I'll
I just
just
don't know how
Yeah.
it sounds.
swing it with
Yeah.
me.
Whoa.
But after fighting to get that couch up here, do you really want to fight to get it back down and put a sectional in?
I mean, I'll open that window and chunk it out.
Oh,
Sawzall and a piece at a time.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I think the only reason why a sectional is a good idea is because it's in pieces. I mean, like you can bring it up a piece at a fucking time. Like
True.
a couch is gonna be a motherfucker. But I
True.
mean, you know, just watching you two carry it up the stairs would be fantastic.
I mean, wait a minute.
What?
Why is it got to be us? You're not gonna help?
No.
What a dick.
I'm gonna be on the couch drinking as it comes up the stairs.
And it's never gonna happen.
Yep. Tom's heart's gonna give out halfway up.
He said, "Oh, there
As
she
Cody's
is."
laughing and drinking.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But
Oh god, boy, if I killed over right there on them stairs, I could haunt him the rest of his life.
right?
Not funny.
Oh, dude.
Especially the things he's
Not
gonna
funny.
do to you after you're down.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to haunt him because he's gonna violate the shit out of you.
Yeah, he is. I told you not to do this to me. Guess what?
You're gonna wake up every morning. Why does my mouth taste funny?
Uh-huh.
Salty in
Tom's
here.
been ghost teabagging me.
Smells like beef stew in here.
Oh, shit.
Look in the mirror and I'm over your shoulder. What's up?
Oh, I would shit myself.
I wouldn't do that. You just look over in the mirror and there's just an asshole on the big old butt cheek spread, and you're just like,
Oh,
"Hi,
yeah.
Tom."
Yeah, kind of like the Snapchat I sent you all the other day. You're
There was
welcome.
that
Yeah,
spread though.
yeah.
You just fucking send it like a wannabe sexy white girl selfie of
Which
her
I'm
ass.
I'm concerned a little. How do you have a tan line? You got like the copper tone child fucking thing going
Because
on.
my ass has never seen sun
Why?
ever.
Have
and
you
I
guys ever
tan pretty
tanned
good.
before?
My mom has a tanning bed, but no, I don't lay in it.
Bro,
I did it one time,
I
and I
burnt
found
my
out
balls.
what I was just getting
so
ready to say.
bad
You're
when I
supposed to
did
put
it.
them in a sock.
So when my
Didn't know.
ex-wife got pregnant with Hayden,
And it's so bad.
she had like a 4-month plan thing at the place in Kansas City. It's like you can buy them per month or whatever.
Yeah.
So she got like 3 or 4 months worth of it. And she's like, I can't use it no more. I can't tan because I'm pregnant. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll fucking go use it. Sure, why not? So I go there and I'm like, hey, I'm here to, and she's like, okay, you just go. And it was like room 3 or whatever. And I'm like, well, how does this work? She's like, you just go in there, take your clothes off, and get in there and lay down, and then it'll beep and you flip over. And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
You
It's like-
did the full 20 minutes.
So I did that and like some triple bronze bullshit.
Stupid.
But dude, I didn't know when she said get completely naked. Most men like roll their underwear up and like they like kind of do like a man thong kind of thingy because like it covers your balls. I didn't cover my balls.
No, you just put them in a sock.
So I laid there
Red Hot
and
Chili
them
Pepper.
sons of bitches were red as that fucking pop can.
Oh, boy.
And then Yeah. I
itched
didn't
and
want to even
peeled.
like. I didn't even want to hold my dick to pee. Like I
Horrible.
didn't want to hold it. I was like, I don't. So I'd sit down because I'm
Horrible.
like, I'm just gonna let it dangle there. But then when you pee and it hits your balls, it hurt. So it was like, what? You kind of just shake it off in the shower.
One as
But-
fair complected as you and I both are with the whole red hair and ginger shit. So like 4 years ago,
One
when
of us has red hair.
I used to shut up. It's white now. But 4 years ago when we went to
Grandpa.
Cancun, I was like, I'm gonna get fried on the beach. I'm like, I need to pregame. So I was going to mom and dad's and tanning for just 5 or 10 minutes every night, trying to get a little pre-burn going so I didn't go to Cancun and fry. Yeah. 7.5 minutes is too much if you don't have your junk covered. What are you doing?
I was just seeing if that fixed the humming, but it didn't.
Oh, I was like, don't go messing with stuff. We'll end up with no sound the rest of this. Yeah. Or like earlier when we figured out that one button worked and it about
Right.
Yay!
deafened us all. You did that right at the same
didn't
time
even
he
know
hit the
that-
button, and I literally thought I was dying.
Yeah.
Perforated my eardrum
It
with
happens.
a yay.
It happens.
It was
But yeah, no,
fun.
the whole tanning and burning your junk. That's when I learned you're supposed to put all your stuff in a sock.
Mm.
Then you can, but if you sunburn your butt
He only
cheeks-
needed half an ankle sock, so it's fine.
I mean, I honestly used a pinky off of a rope and glove.
Hell
Worked
yeah.
pretty good.
Hell yeah.
Looked like a
fuck.
stocking hat on a little fella. Said, look, he's got a ski mask. Pick him up.
Damn.
Sheesh.
Oh, that's great. So,
Hopefully, next weekend we'll try to get some toys and make some videos.
Wait a fucking what kind of podcast is this turning into?
we're-
Well, well, well. After what I only thing I
Can we
remem- only
specify
thing
that
I
those are
remember,
probably guns?
only thing I remember from that one weekend we went to the bar was Tom took a very interesting test. So
Oh yeah, and he's very, very much more sick and twisted than the rest of us.
yeah, you ball gagging
remember?
Oh,
motherfucker.
that
yeah,
test.
Yeah,
Oh.
the BDSM
Mm.
test thing that we all took.
I'm pretty laid
Mm.
back. Gotcha's pretty laid back.
I'm PG as hell.
Tom is
Nipple clamps and hot wires. And
yeah.
We'll just say if you need to jumpstart your car, you can run the wires through him. He doesn't care.
Yeah, exactly.
Or if you need to pick up a car block, he'll do it from his nipples.
Yeah.
Well, that's one option.
Oh God.
Ouch.
Oh.
Yeah.
That went a little too far.
But yeah, maybe
It's a
next
Christian
weekend we'll
show.
get some.
We're not doing this.
Maybe next weekend we'll get some pew pew toys out and fucking.
Pew pew.
Yeah, because when you said toys, all I could think. I saw a TikTok the other day, and he said, "This guy said, so you know, or do you know that you're supposed to pull anal beads out slow?" And he kind of
Started
stopped
that
and looked
bitch
at his
like a
buddy.
lawn
He said,
mower.
"I started her like a lawnmower." I'm like, "Oh my god." Huh.
Oh God.
Yeah, because aren't they all different sizes?
It'd be my luck.
Mhm.
It'd be my luck she'd have backfired. Yeah, it'd have been burning a little rich. You know what I mean? Some exhaust fumes.
Did you see they got the butt plugs that plays a flute tune to them when you fart?
Shut.
Oh yeah.
So you bought one?
Not yet. but I
Wait,
think they do like the real recorders back in school and figure out how to play Three Blind Mice on it.
Jesus.
Doot, doot, doot.
It fucking sounds like a harmonica. You pull it out.
Tom pulls up at your house and it sounds like Blues Travelers on the radio, and then you realize it's his ass.
Try to hit that high note. Eh.
He said, "Oh, clench down on it and shut the freaking thing out."
Oh Jesus.
Oh fuck.
That's not where we needed to go.
This is not where we needed to go.
Fine, it's fine. It's towards the end
It's
of the
gonna
episode.
make
We're
people
fine.
thinking I'm weird, and I'm really not.
Yes, he is. I mean,
Not.
little kinky, little twisted.
Friggin- I
It
used the whole
happens.
chicken.
Yeah, and see, that's the difference between kinky and twisted. Kinky is using a feather. Twisted's using the whole chicken. And it was one of your Let's talk about chickens.
Yeah.
What do
to-
you do when a chicken
yeah,
attacks you?
Yeah, to
I
fucking
shoot
wrap
the
up
son
this.
of a bitch.
Yeah.
To fucking wrap up this episode, let's talk about your wife and her Snapchats. That was fucking
Oh,
hilarious.
My God. And when she sent me the one after he had killed the chicken for attacking him,
Yeah.
and then she said, "We're having the funeral tomorrow." And then the next Snapchat I get is this chicken that he killed on the smoker, and all the other chickens are on the concrete around
I've
it.
seen that.
And she said, "We're having an open smoker funeral." I'm like, shit.
Well, that son of a bitch, I got home. I was unloading stuff out of my truck. I turned around, and he was probably 30 yards away from me. And this is the same chicken that screws with my son every time he goes outside and ever will stomp the shit out of him. I put my stuff down. Next time I got this rooster going straight up my back, flogging and spurring, just
Really?
working me over. And I stomped his ass on that concrete, kicked him back out and drive. Turn around, he comes right back and goes right front side of me. Just flogging, spurring. I stomped him again, kicked him off the bumper of the Cadillac, walked out to the truck. Ever goes, "What are you doing?" So I'm killing that son of a bitch. Huh? Yeah. Grab that pistol. Pow! Goodbye, fucking Rico, you son of a bitch.
Did he eat good?
Fuck, he was tougher than a boot, but Everett ate him.
I know. She sent me a Snapchat of Everett holding a drumstick with a thigh on it, and take a bite out of it and just smiling his ass off.
And she
Like
said, "How's that
redemption.
taste?" Like revenge.
Yeah, revenge. That's what he said. I can't remember if it was that or redemption, but he was like
Oh.
holding that chicken leg and it said revenge on it.
Oh, of course, Everett sees me shoot him. He's laughing his ass off. And now he stops. He goes, "Uh-oh, Dad." I goes, "What?" "Somebody's got to go tell Mommy." "Well, that's your job, bud."
Yeah, who had to clean him?
Oh, I cleaned him. We went over. Everett helped me. We went
Yeah.
over there, and Everett laughing his ass, get the big cleaver out, chop his head off, let him drain. Everett says, "Can I have the head?" "What are you gonna do with it?" "I'm gonna go piss on it." "There you go. Have fun." Hear him behind the barn. "Yeah, Rico, take that."
Jesus Christ.
He hated that fucking rooster.
He was a mean
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
Yeah, he just out of the blue decided he wanted to be a prick, and well, that didn't last long.
I caught him stalking me a couple of times.
Yeah.
I just kind of weasel my way around the truck, and that son of a bitch is looking at you with his head all cocked. I thought, you motherfucker.
I'll shoot you too.
Mhm.
His brother Romeo's getting an attitude, but
Is
he's going off with somebody else. We sold him.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
He's a pretty Those were
Oh,
pretty
they're
chickens.
big
What were they?
Lavender Orpingtons.
Yeah. Super pretty
Good
chicken.
looking chickens. I got some Brahmas coming. Hopefully they'll be here today.
Roosters?
Yeah, roosters and hens. I think there's one full blood Brahma. The rest of them, I think, are the Jersey Giant Brahma crosses.
Oh, cool.
So they're gonna be big fucking
Big egg
chickens.
putters.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
Speaking of which, I literally have gotten 3 text messages while we've been doing this from my mom saying, "Tell Cody he better stop by here and get eggs."
Okay. I will swing by there when I get ready to leave. But that was a good little episode for a welcome back.
Yeah.
So we got everything somewhat working. Hopefully when I go edit this here in a little bit, it all sounds fantastic.
Oh, I
It'll
think
be,
it's gonna
it'll
sound
be
great.
amazing.
But
Especially when I'm looking this way and I'm talking to the mic.
I think it'd still be fine.
I think it is,
I
too.
think-
I think
I
it'll
think it's
pick it
still
up.
fine.
okay.
Because I can still
But-
hear you good in here
Yeah.
when you do that.
But anyways, we might have to get a fucking fan or something here sometime. Is it
Yeah.
just me or is anybody else want?
I mean, I got a little ball sweat going
Well,
on.
it's only because I turned the AC off.
This
because it's
fucking greedy bastard.
If I turn the AC, no, it was cold outside. If I
So?
turn the AC on, don't worry.
When Tom walks
we'll
in this
freeze it.
room, it gets hot.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting hot in here.
Anyways, we love you guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Yeah,
Hopefully
thank
it all
y'all.
sounds good, looks good. Love you, bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace out.
Thank you, Tom.